Certainly been the surprise package, hasn't he, Mosaic? Not necessarily one of those players that is primed to be doing the heavy lifting, but he certainly has been.
But let's see how this one goes. It's time for Overpass, the final map between Bad News Eagles and Rare Atom. Last chance for both these teams to survive in ESL Challenger Melbourne and make their way through to tomorrow. Into the semi-final, it's Bad News Eagles starting on the T side. So I think you can take a guess and maybe say that Rare Atom won the ninth.
Well, either way, they're going to need to make the most of it. And so, early presence through the connector. Jam Young, well, if only he knew how close he was. Now, rigoN's actually going to try and be,
okay,
bit of a nuisance, but it's Mosaic that's picked him up, so let's put an end to that.
If that's the kind of form Rare Atom is going to come into this map with, then maybe it'll be a little tougher for Bad News Eagles than we would expect. Mosaic, what is Mosaic doing? It's Mosaic's world, we're just living in it, and Rare Atom are off to the races on Overpass. It looks like it's going to be another clean pistol round. Not even a single point of damage done so far by BNE, and that's how the round will end.
I don't know what Mosaic has had in between maps, but he's been so handy on the pistols, hasn't he? It was Inferno where he started to really show he can
CT pistols, man. Like I said, he's a demon with that USP.
Yeah. Give him half a chance and he'll take it. He's just deleted rigoN there. Like, rigoN's meant to be... what?
He's not even making it look difficult.
Yeah, rigoN was meant to be the distraction.
Not much of one. Rare Atom able to buy into this one, but BNE have also opted to invest. And Mosaic is going to flash his way into short water, opt not to get too aggressive. sinnopsyy is watching for it. Rare Atom do need to be careful in this round, knowing that there has been the pistol armor buy from BNE.
And they've been very effective with it too. Mirage, they were certainly giving out free haircuts. It's not something you want to stick around for. Jam Young does just quell rigoN. They need to be careful though. They don't want these Deagles doing damage. They have invested into this round.
That is something I thought that Rare Atom didn't do a great job of on Mirage CT side, is that they were losing a lot of guns in rounds that they were quite heavily favored to win. So we'll see whether or not BNE can continue to exploit that weakness. Critical for Rare Atom to get their CT side rolling pretty hard here on Overpass. They need to get work done in the first half. It's just that kind of map.
This setup on CT side's a little deep, but certainly workable. Some great crossfire opportunities here as well. That smoke's just going to provide a little bit of cover here for BNE. They do have two smokes of their own, but no flash work at all. They're just going to try and dry entry into the site. That's not working out for them thus far.
Kaze does fall, but Mosaic is here to try to salvage. He's going to pop a progression smoke down, but really what they're hoping for is Mercury to get that job done, and done it is. As one flat throw, able to get the bomb plant down. No much more beyond that. Rare Atom will be happy with that round. BNE, maybe not so much. They invest a lot, though they do get the bomb down. That helps out. They didn't really take many guns away, so was it worth it?
For the bomb plant, you would argue. That'd be about it. So, it all depends on what they do with this round, though. They've got the option to buy if they really want to. They'd have to run Galils or something like that. And I think for the moment, they're just going to stick with the pistols. Okay, it's a bit of a sketchy buy, actually.
Yeah, again, an investment from Bad News Eagles.
I mean, GXX obviously feels as though he can open things up a little bit with that scout, potentially punish some of these Rare Atom players for getting over-aggressive.
Yeah, Rare Atom, though, not going to allow BNE out of the cage just yet. I'm really looking forward to sort of seeing what Rare Atom's going to do on this CT side, because we saw how aggressive they were when they last played Overpass. Lots of pushes through long.
Yeah. Trying to condition their opposition.
BNE not quite finding the timing to catch the player, escaping down connector. Jam Young able to deal with sinnopsyy without too much of an issue. Kaze not having the greatest of starts to this map, does again get tagged down to 30, and Mercury gets banged out.
This is where that scout becomes a little bit more dangerous as well.
Yeah, it's really scary. B&E always look like a threatening team. There's another instance of it. Mosaic takes a peek. Long range angle, MP9.
Yeah, it's not going to work against the Scouts. So 2 of them have been tagged for 70. So GXX has put his team in a much better position, and they're advancing on A.
They're reinforcing the A bomb site with Advent, but the flash is good onto Kaze. Mosaic not able to find a trade just yet. Looks for it, eventually will. But as you said, those scout shots are coming through, doing damage, and putting the pressure onto Rare Atom.
Oh dear, rigoN has found a way through the bank, and he's cashed his check. And so Jam Young, he will fall too.
Well, that's a really disappointing round for Rare Atom. Just mistakes across the board, costing them HP, and that pressure slowly but surely builds up. And Bad News Eagles, they choose the correct site. They go towards the site where they've done damage, and they're able to overwhelm.
Question is now, where do we land here on the side of buys? I think this is going to get a bit scrappy right now.
Force buy through from Rare Atom, surely.
Yeah, it looks as though that's been the case too, so this could really start to hurt Rare Atom if it doesn't go their way. They've got that AWP on Kaze. I think that was their main objective. Try and get him active in play as much as possible early on. He can be that player that can turn the tide.
Yep, and he's taken a more aggressive angle into short water. But as of yet, hasn't seen much.
An aggressive CT smoke onto Monster. You got all of Bad News Eagles starting to filter through. I mean, you've only got GXX with that scout. He was around Fountain, but now everybody's starting to regroup here on B.
Yeah, this is not looking like it's going to be a fantastic hold for Rare Atom unless Kaze steps up. There's 3 players toward A for the CT side. Jam Young there to assist on B, but he's only got an MP9. So if Kaze doesn't hit that initial shot, B&E will flood onto the bomb site and cause some real problems.
Yeah. The cavalry's here, though. That's the thing. It was all going to be about what they do with these 3 Molotovs.
Jam Young's been spotted, and he's really in a spot of bother here. Forward! Oh, if he would have got the kill, it would have been very clean indeed. sinnopsyy, team kill in there, but he's got the job done, and now Kaze, he must deliver in this scenario. Hasn't been given the opportunity until the back is spotted. Mercury also chimes in with 1, but GXX lines them up. And Mercury's in the one-on-one.
And the reposition as well.
Oh, was that heard? GXX can't see Mercury round the pillar. Looks like he'll find that timing inside the smoke. Mercury's got no chance.
That's a big round for Bad News Eagles to take. It's one that they desperately needed as well. Just to stem things a little bit.
Yep. Plays havoc with Rare Atom's economy as well.
Absolutely does. So now they're in a position where they have to go back to pistols. Wouldn't that have been something? Surf in with the MP9.
Oh, that was 100% another movement boy moment.
Yep. Break a few hearts.
Jam Young really did what he could, but unfortunately no dice this time for Rare Atom. And so they're back onto the USPs. B&E looking confident on map 3.
Don't want to over-aggress here, though. rigoN's doing a good job of keeping it relatively clean. He's not necessarily overstepping just yet, but I may be putting my foot in my mouth.
That would be pretty impressive.
It would be, actually.
Mercury may have found a timing for at least 1. Good couple of taps in there. It's going to net him a gun.
That's actually most prized for the CT economy at the moment.
Not sure if he's going to get away with it, though. You do still have GXX watching this angle, so Mercury shouldn't be able to get out for free.
He's going to stay and fight.
Yeah, and I suppose with aim like that, why not? But inevitably, GXX will connect. B&E will go ahead.
But not quite pilfered.
Kaze's down to a rifle.
Yeah, that AK actually would have made a big difference.
Still will be a buy from Rare Atom, but they're going to call an early tactical timeout.
Yeah, the issue for Rare Atom is that they're not going to have a whole depth of utility available to them. As you can see, kind of, you know, pinching pennies at the moment. So whether or not they're going to try and opt to play that aggressive style, I guess we'll see. But they may have to do it without the support of some utility. Now for Bad News Eagles, they've actually looked really good on the T side so far. If they can fashion together a very solid half, well, as we've said before, rigoN have struggled a little bit on this map if you start to delve into some stats. And they've broken your heart a few times, Jordan.
Might happen again. I mean, winner of this, I believe, goes through to face Greyhound. So it's a very big incentive for these two teams. And B&E are going to try and accelerate their way into the B bomb side. There's early info for rigoN. They're looking good. They're looking ready to hold one flat throw. Only good for one. And GX
no.
timing all wrong. sinnopsyy, he wants to do a bit more damage here, but that is not allowed.
They run into the stack.
Yeah, indeed. And I think B&E might rethink going quickly again.
Well, change of pace out of a tactical pause. It worked.
Back into the swing of things again. Another gun round coming out. Thick and fast. Round 7. Starting to look better for rigoN on the buy front. But that can very quickly be quashed by B&E. Mercury's got multiple angles to be aware of here, which is really awkward. So tucks himself into the corner.
He's isolated, though.
Big job to do indeed. Tech9 always going to be scary on the other side of this equation. And Mercury's going to have to find his timing well. The XX also down. And rigoN finding the round that they need.
Never in doubt. Now, Jamyoung has actually passed through sinnopsyy. sinnopsyy will be aware of this, but he's more concerned with that second.
Jamyoung's ready.
Yeah.
Jamyoung's watching. Mercury's going for the peak here as well. Never mind. Jamyoung was in 2 minds, but Mercury clears out Monster. So crisis averted for rigoN.
Yeah, there was still a plot twist there. Now, one flat throw's got quite a bit of work to do here if he fancies himself winning the round, but I think that opportunity has slipped by. That bomb is a little too far. You got rigoN, they're grouped up. They know that the bomb's on that side of Monster potentially.
It'll be a big confidence building round for rigoN as well. Confidence and economy building round. In fact, the last 2 rounds, really, when you take them together, are exactly that.
Yeah. Sultans of Swing. It's swung in their favor.
Yeah, but still a lot of work to do in this first half for rigoN. I don't know what your thoughts are, but I think Overpass definitely, you want to be seeing a pretty hefty number on the CT side at the end of the half. Particularly in a matchup like this one.
Yeah, you want to be absolutely maximizing your time on CT. So I think, you know, they would definitely be aiming for that 10-5, 11-4 mark. But everything the Bad News Eagles do from here on out is going to try and, as you say, quash the potential for a good CT side. I thought Mercury was in a lot of trouble there. He was isolated, he was by himself. There was nobody else to collect him if he was to fall. And so rigoN now, on the back of this utility that they now have reverted back to a more aggressive stance. Getting aggressive around Fountain. Oh, Mercury.
Yeah, this is not exactly where you want to be getting caught out. Just doesn't have any backup at all. Individualistic plays from rigoN and punished for it by B&E. Mercury's a big difference maker in this map so far as well. Heat shooting from Kaze. But I'm still a little bit worried with Mercury down. Does B&E have an avenue into this round that could really throw a fox among the henhouse for rigoN? That's a question maybe that Kaze has to answer right here. He spots out the info. Jump spot as well. Gets the molly into bathrooms, but doesn't land the second shot. Little pop flash coming through here from Kaze. Vision obscured. And Mosea's head is banged off, so Kaze really has to get some work done now. rigoN will drop. Numbers still starting to favor rigoN, and there you have it. Kaze stands tall, and so does rigoN. Touch and go for a moment, Jim, but they've got the round.
It was a bit wild and woolly there for Bad News Eagles, wasn't it? They had to try and get themselves into that site. They had minimal utility to do so, and, well, rigoN, they worked themselves around every piece of utility.
Those mouse pads?
I think they are. Do you remember the Tyloo mouse pads back in the day? They were
goated.
They were actually prime real estate among players.
Everybody wanted them, didn't they?
Everybody wanted them.
Saw international players playing with the Tyloo mouse pad. Anyway, we've got a tag timeout here, and Devil Walk's letting them know.
Absolutely.
Guys, we didn't come all the way to Australia to get knocked out on Saturday.
Well, I mean, we've said that they've used their tactical timeouts liberally. It felt as though they backed off a little bit on Mirage, and even now on Overpass.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was a degree of confidence. There was like this air of confidence of BNE on Mirage.
Yeah, it definitely didn't feel as though Devil Walk had to get their heads back into the game.
Yeah.
They were locked in. So now they're going to try and continue to put pressure on.
Here's that aggression, though, from rigoN we were talking about. They like to get aggressive through long. It's Kaze this time, and Mosea and Kaze both able to strike at the start of the round.
Just a water crunch. Down through connector. They want to take that sort of territory back, don't they?
Well, Mercury on the off angle as well. He'll spot GXX out, who's got no idea.
And quick as you like, it's a 2v5, sorry.
Well, sinnopsyy might have something to say about that. Not sure that Mercury can get out of here too easily.
Okay.
So we'll give up his life.
It's a bit of broken play here. Now, sinnopsyy slipped the net a little bit.
Oh, this is awkward. Mosea's got no idea, and now A is actually open. This is very losable for rigoN. A lot of it will come down to this interaction between Kaze and sinnopsyy. If sinnopsyy can get past Kaze, then the game is on.
Should be able to with that set of util.
Or does Kaze chase sinnopsyy? He's holding. Kaze's trying to buy that time. sinnopsyy's got the better of Jamyoung as well. This is starting to fall apart for rigoN. What on earth is happening in this round?
sinnopsyy's done the heavy lifting. He's opened up A. He's taken to it with a can opener.
Kaze's on 15 HP.
He's been bullied out of his position, and now he's got to save. He can't do anything, Jordan. They've lost this round.
That is a series-losing round for rigoN. You cannot be affording rounds like that.
Yeah, their economy's a little all over the shop, isn't it? Saving this AWP will guarantee them a bye.
Yep.
But
Jim, it should have been a whole lot better. It should have been 6-3 with rigoN breaking BNE's economy.
they shouldn't have been considering a save. They should have been considering how they're going to chase. sinnopsyy. He is the splinter cell. He has found his way behind enemy lines and extracted around for them. So the Bad News Eagles, they find something out of nothing.
That's also potentially a mental breaking round for rigoN as well. I find they're a team that sometimes when things start to get tough, they start to crumble a little bit. You love to go back to the analogy of diamonds are forged under pressure, but I don't know if that's the case when we're talking about rigoN.
That is true.
So what's the response? This will have to be a big round from the CT side, otherwise BNE are back in control. And BNE look to, I thought, go fast into short water. But in fact, there's actually rigoN that have done so. rigoN through the smoke could find Advent. He'll escape back up short, just in time. You got lots of members over toward this B bomb site for rigoN. If BNE commit to this, the contact play, it's not going to work out. 2 for 1. rigoN have the numbers. They've got the shots as well. And once again, the door is shut on B. Flatro and GXX will try to make something happen. And they may yet still. It's on to one Flatro, but Mercury saves the day for rigoN.
Arriving in the nick of time. Now, for a lot of teams, that contact play would actually work. rigoN weren't caught out with utility. I actually thought they were going to be undone there.
Well, I also think it's just the fact that rigoN already have 4 players on the B bomb site.
That's true. There is strength in numbers there.
Bad News Eagles, they're still investing. Hero AK for one flat throw. They know how precarious of a position this is for Rare Atom, and they also have seen how shaky this CT side is. So they think there's an opportunity here.
Well, they've managed to find their way into these rounds before.
Yep, and I don't disagree with it.
Now this could be a potentially, breakthrough round if Bad News Eagles were able to steal something away out of this bite.
It's been a really topsy-turvy half so far.
I'd argue a sinnopsyy.
Yeah, maybe. It's really a patience game from Rare Atom in this round. Not trying to get aggressive themselves. That's too easy for JamYoung. But the real offensive is going to happen toward A, and it looks like Kaze has got his spider senses tingling.
Few flashes prime there from sinnopsyy. Counter Util's just going to put a halt to things for the moment, but that's perfect.
Good flashes out from B&E so far. They're scaling into the bomb site. Mosaic there. He's got the crossfire set up with Kaze as well. And Mercury even to assist if necessary, but clean as a whistle for Rare Atom this time. They do make amends.
Now, despite not being overly aggressive,
who's the dapper young lad in the suit? That's what I want to know.
had to do it to him.
Is Rare Atom doing it to him? To B&E? Are they getting under their skin? What do you reckon, Jim? Who's on top at the moment?
And this is actually a tough one because you could make arguments for both. Bad News Eagles, they need this round.
Feels like it's been ebbing and flowing a lot.
Yeah, if they get this round, though, they actually start to forge themselves a really good T side. That's the thing. You got the CT economy, it's actually quite strong.
Yep. Generally, you shouldn't need too many on the T side of Overpass, but not sure they're there at that point yet.
That was close. Well, maybe they can crack the case. Bad News Eagles.
Oh, are they going to go fast again into B? It hasn't worked so far, and I'm not sure it'll work again.
No.
Shuts it down. B&E, they've got to stop rushing B.
They changed the pace out of the back of the tack, and dear me, has that come back to bite them.
JamYoung doesn't even look like he cares.
Was he ever flashed?
No.
And he's going for it.
JamYoung's going to go for the ace here. He could get 5. sinnopsyy 28 HP, and JamYoung wants it. He hunts for it.
He knows.
He knows he's somewhere in the smoke.
There's blood in the water.
And the shots don't connect. It's pain. It's pain for everyone, especially for B&E. But that is 8 for Rare Atom.
I don't know. Changing the pace out of the back of the tactical.
He wanted it. He really did.
Yeah.
You could tell. And they were trying to give it to him too. But end of the day, cooler heads prevail, and Rare Atom is up to 8. You talked about how important that round was for B&E. What about for Rare Atom?
You get the sense that when Rare Atom actually have some utility up their sleeve, they love to get aggressive. They love to put the hurt on. A few squishy opponents now.
Good progression, though, from GXX. Quite quick through the map in this round. Just wonder if he can maybe catch a timing with that Deagle. And there he's got a P250 only. And he's been spotted out. It's the Deagle, though, that scares me a little bit. rigoN's going to get boosted up.
Yeah, well, they know it was one at Toxic.
Oh, Advent! Survives.
3 bites to the cherry weren't enough.
B&E are going to try to make their way into B. A 1-for-1, not ideal for Rare Atom. They've kind of given up a bit of control on the B bomb side, and they will end up having to actually play retake here. That has me concerned a lot, Jim.
Ooh. Okay.
What is happening to Rare Atom in this round?
The bomb still hasn't made it to the spot. They're here to fight.
Well, they're fighting well. M4 retreat for Kaze, drops the bomb, but he's alone now and tries to get it done himself.
It's a time crisis.
Maybe he's got a chance, maybe. Bomb's got to be retrieved, what a shot! sinnopsyy the drive-by, and rigoN again, another one of those rounds where you just think they just can't afford to lose that.
Dear me, dear me. You're getting your money's worth out of them.
I mean, if rigoN somehow manages to get to 10 in this half anyway, that would be an absolute miracle. But great shot from sinnopsyy. And bad news, Eagles right back on their case.
You can see, though, there's a stark contrast sometimes in the decision-making for Bad News Eagles. They know that they've tried a few different things here on this T side, some working better than others. I think the slower-paced stuff out of Bad News Eagles is actually far more effective for them. rigoN have been so on the top.
This round is the difference between a potential 10-5 and an 8-7. I mean, rigoN at this point don't have the money to buy next round if they lose.
Well, Bad News Eagles are in a similar position.
One flatro will at least be able to afford something, so he can, you know, hero AK maybe.
Again.
And I feel like that's a bit more of a threat than whatever rigoN would be able to put together.
Yeah. You're then relying on sight stacks and maybe a few gimmicks.
Mercury's really under the pressure here, and GXX gets that timing right. Just 2 mines for Mercury.
Feeling the effects of retrograde.
rigoN's going to try to work his way up short. You've still got a hefty stack toward the B bomb site. So B&E go in that direction. Advent clean at range with the FAMAS. Bring it back to 4-on-4. B&E, though, are opting to head toward A. Advent is as well. flatro, though, he's got a lot of positioning here, and this next fight is going to be critical. mozayyy, he'll spot one flatro and give rigoN a little bit more control. 3 players to try to take the side now for B&E. It's the double stack.
Oh, no.
And Kaze gets the 3rd. Advent, double. Kaze 1. 9 now for rigoN. And Bad News Eagles don't have a lot of money going into the final round of the half.
They've got to try and make something work here. They've got to fashion a buy, but they ran straight into the meat grinder, didn't they, on this A site?
Advent, what a round to step up in. You know, he's not the guy that we normally expect frags from, and he only had a FAMAS. But he gets 3 in the round from awkward positions as well.
Yeah.
He's taking the duel from window to short and then doubled up at Optimus with no HP.
It's weird because sometimes I feel like the FAMAS is the only weapon that can punish good spacing.
Yeah, it's just a weird gun, isn't it?
Yeah, don't rate it.
Here we go again, B&E. They want to hit B. How many times have they tried this and how many times have they failed? But they'll come knocking again. And Jamyoung will shut the door in their face.
No.
No way. But either way, still, the trades are successful for rigoN and B&E. I mean, they've tried to batter down this door time and time and time again, but the wall will just not crumble.
Jamyoung's just playing gun game at the moment. He's picked up everything.
Still, B&E, a couple of members alive.
There's nothing in this round for them, though. Like, yeah, they've got the bomb. They've got no territory. CT's a deep set because they know that there's a lot of territory for Bad News Eagles to cover, so make them take the time. They've had no info at 8. They're going to have to make a few shortcuts. And they're going to split this.
Oh.
They're going to try and split the atom.
Isn't that dangerous, Jim?
It is.
To like blow the world up or something? Kaze's posted deep on A. But if he does go down, that's where this starts to become a little bit scary for rigoN. You're going to send the player into B late. sinnopsyy is the one with the bomb, but mozayyy is still there, anchoring, and that is it. That's the round over. GXX can't get down and plant the bomb quickly enough. Kaze, he would have liked to have sealed the deal right there. Saved a bit of time, but at the end of the day, there is no hope for GXX, and it's 10 for rigoN on the CT side of Overpass. Is that enough? Or will Bad News Eagles make their way back in the next half?
Well, I said, double digits. That was the par.
might be stuck in a dream. Stay here till the day breaks. Feeling like I never wanna leave. Keep moving till the sunrise. You're taking my mind out to sea. Fall in love at low tide. I'm thinking we should never leave. So let's keep going till the night is almost gone. 'Cause I feel like singing Let's keep going till the night is almost gone. 'Cause I feel like singing
It's the final half of Counter-Strike that we'll witness for one of these two teams as we jump into Overpass, the second half. Bad news, Eagles. They've only got 5 rounds on the board, Jim. Atom looking, I'm not going to say dominant with 10. They definitely didn't look dominant, but 10 is an imposing scoreline.
Yeah, the pistol round is going to be super important. It's their chance to claw things back here for the Bad News Eagles on CT side.
And is this the redemption arc for Atom, who failed at the Asia RMR, failed twice at the Asia RMR to qualify for the major, when we've been kicking and screaming about them being one of the best teams, if not the best team from the Asian region. And now they're really putting BNE to the sword here in ESL Challenger. Still a long way to go to make it to the final, but BNE would be a massive scalp to take. As you say, pistol, an important one here for Rare Atom. What are they going to opt for?
Similar structure, actually, to one another in the pistol. They can control a connector early on, just securing that as a passage of transition, maybe later in the round, but no opening entries, no fire exchanged between these two teams just yet.
sinnopsyy has got info there, though. So he's going to start to call the rotate in from at least sinnopsyy and push his way forward into the bathrooms. It's a bold strategy playing an angle like this with the USP.
Oh, yeah.
But if you hit your shots, it is something brilliant. Unfortunately for him, Rare Atom are just a little bit better on those pistols, as they have been at this event. Mercury looks for another. And that is the site taken. Rare Atom are coming out in force. Bomb plant not down yet. Dooley's out. One flat throw. What is happening? Rare Atom. They've just forgotten to watch angles. And Mercury is solo. Bomb's not even planted for him. They know where he is. Shots connecting. He'll need to ace this round to win it. And what a piss around it would be to win.
They're only just back on the bomb too now, though, so he's got time.
He's pushing his way forward. He can't cancel the defuse. And B&E will win a crucial pistol. Why does Rare Adam have to make it so difficult for themselves?
Well, you've been fooled before, Jordan.
Same story in the CT side, right? They're looking good, and then just some really weird, awkward round. And in this round, they're looking phenomenal. 2 entries onto the bomb site. You think, great, we're going to get a plant for free. And then all of a sudden, this happens.
Yeah, but check out the rig on this guy. He's just jumped on into the side.
Ah, I can't believe you've done that.
Made a meal of it.
Ball spy from Rare Adam. Got the bomb plant down. Contest into Fountain from GXX. Won't actually find a kill. Rare Adam are going to have to do it the hard way if they want to win this map. There's a hole in that smoke for sinnopsyy to look through as well.
And you can see how defensive now Bad News Eagles have to play this round. Now, sinnopsyy is trying to emulate what Jam Young was capable of. He does have support with that M4 in rigoN.
Well, here we go. That's not too bad, but that's pretty good.
Trading their way on in.
2 entries from Rare Adam. A couple of the members looking pretty low, though, so we'll need to see some really crisp shots coming out here from Jam Young. Can't land anything onto sinnopsyy, who'll pick the pace up. Advent is solo. We talked about Advent having the clutch gene yesterday, but they don't really give him an opportunity there. And B&E will grab one more and perhaps even secure another by virtue of Rare Adam having to take a save in the next.
Yeah, this is where they were starting to look really good on that CT side of Mirage. The trades were actually very, very astute. So that doesn't leave Rare Adam a lot of opportunity for individuals to make moments happen. Just back to pistols now for Rare Adam.
Yeah, not a lot of damage to be done, you'd say, in this round from Rare Adam. HE need looks to be a good one. Lands right on top of Jam Young.
If you're Bad News Eagles, you kind of just want to keep Rare Adam at an arm's distance.
Which they're doing a good job of right now.
Absolutely. Got that MP9 in connector. Best opportunity to make some money.
Yeah, barely any damage being done right now. We're kind of in the lull. We're in the pause. We're waiting for Rare Atom to get the guns, to get this game started again, really.
Definitely feels as though one of those rounds that maybe they're just taking the opportunity to talk about things as well without using one of their tacticals. But it is nice and clean for Bad News Eagles. That's exactly what you want on the CT side early on in the piece. Maybe that's the boost Rare Adam need coming into this gun round.
Maybe, but I thought I heard a few people yelling B&E in there as well, so... Okay, you guys cheering for B&E kind of need to get it sorted, right? You got to cheer at the same time. I don't know if you know how that works. It sounds better when you do it all at the same time, though.
B&E are having a far better time collecting themselves on the CT side.
Yeah, so far, so good. GXX with the AWP again. Always an ever-present threat. 2-round lead. Doesn't feel like a lot for Rare Atom after coming into the half with 5.
Progression utility, taking control of mid here, Rare Atom, just trying to give themselves a bit of breathing space in this staging area.
Yep. They like working through the map slowly. Seeing that on Inferno. They like to give themselves options as well later in the round. Looks like there's not too many of those right now. We're still busy clearing out the bathrooms, so it's almost going to have to be an A hit here for Rare Atom unless they make that decision pretty quick to go down to B. GXX gives away his position with that AWP, not able to land the shot. Smoke into bathrooms. It'll keep Rare Atom at bay for the moment, but they're going to start tossing their util in onto the site. Mercury down. sinnopsyy gets himself a double. Is brought back by JamYoung, but numbers are definitely there for BNE. GXX still needs to be dislodged. The flash is good. And Kaze over the top, but he can't plant the bomb. Trade is in. They've got 9 seconds. They've got to get there. They've got to get the bomb. JamYoung can't. And where is moZeya?
He's too busy watching backs. He's nowhere near the action, and that has left them in a painful position at the end of the round. Now they're getting it together.
That's a little bit better, guys. That's a bit better. But Jim, of course, it's not really a contest in the crowd, is it? It's quite one-sided there. In the server, however, very tight. And GXX wants to have his impact on the round early.
Oh, yeah.
Spotted out.
He was stinging for that kill.
Defaulting back to B for Rare Atom this time. Bit of info gathering happening for BNE, though. On long, 2 players have been sent searching. It'll be the perfect time for Rare Atom to actually hit B, because it will take a long time for BNE to get their extra players down. And it looks like they're going to take the bait. Oh, that's a little bit too clean from rigoN.
Yeah, he's collected moZeya as well. Just a sweet little bonus. JamYoung, well, he's not allowed anywhere either. The Rare Atom have been cordoned off.
Oh, well, you really sense a shift in momentum now that BNE are on the CT side. Flawless so far. And not really much of a response from Rare Atom. Certainly not in that round.
Yeah, Rare Atom really aren't going to have too much tank in the gas this round. Well, you asked, they delivered.
They are delivering. BNE are also delivering, and maybe that's why they're winning a few fans over. Things can still go wrong, though. Pistols out for Rare Atom. Armor for a few. If kills come through and guns are retrieved, Rare Atom can make good use of them.
Just getting themselves into position, Rare Atom. They've been afforded territory. Stage into B.
Well, Flash is starting to come on through. It's going to force rigoN back. Flatro still wants to take the challenge, and he does a pretty good job of it. Little bits of chip damage here and there from Rare Atom, but only now does Kaze strike, and that's obviously not enough to get into the B bomb site. Clean hold from BNE. Ooh.
They're not doing any damage here, Rare Atom, are they?
Nothing substantial.
I mean, they pick up the single, and that's about it. So they're not pressuring Bad News Eagles' economy. They're not stimulating their own by getting the bomb plants in. They're relying on the loss bonus now. So where do they go from here?
Yeah, first time in a long time that Rare Atom have actually fallen behind in this map. And if I'm Rare Atom right now, I'm thinking about that first half, and I'm wondering if we did enough. They had more chances than they took advantage of, I think. Bad News Eagles got away with a couple of very interesting rounds in that first half.
And the battle of the crowds continues.
Yeah, I think we're going to really heat it up as this map continues.
More news at 6.
Big round ahead here for Rare Atom. So far winless on the T side, but they need to strike soon. Otherwise, Bad News Eagles run away with it. Bit more of a default setup from rigoN this time around. One flat throw, aggressive, is going to get the better of Jamyoung. It's just slipping away from rigoN, isn't it? You don't get the sense that they're looking dangerous. These players aren't hitting their shots.
I mean, how they not anticipate this? Bad News Eagles have gone aggressive out of the tactical every time. However, they have a way into B now.
They do, and the bomb's there quickly as well. So this is the best chance that rigoN have had in this second half. They've got to convert. Smoke into window, keeps one flat throw at bay. Sinnopsyy's coming through from CT, and Advent boosted up onto the balcony is a very nice position to play from. Mercury close. He's watching the wrong angle, but raw adjustment is good enough to give the numbers to rigoN. GXX looking to activate. I'm not sure that they've really got the time to make this one happen. BNE pushing forward. One flat throw has got himself one, but that's not enough. 11 secured for rigoN. They equalize.
Well, is CT economy strong for the buy here? That's not all that's activated.
Money not too great for Bad News Eagles on that CT side. If they lose here, no buy in the next. Maybe pending a couple of guns saved, they could scrounge something together. But this is a tipping point where rigoN can get back on top.
Look at how aggressive Mercury is getting. They're taking a lot of territory here. They've been afforded it, actually. Bad News Eagles haven't gone super aggressive on the CT side. They've put numbers, they've stacked numbers towards B. Could that be a mistake, given how fast rigoN are charging towards A?
Certainly could be. sinnopsyy is making his way back up, but is he a little bit too little too late? Mercury not landing his shots. It'll be the end of Jamyoung, but at least Mercury's able to get the trade. Still, could have perhaps been a bit cleaner for rigoN, and that is what you're looking for from Mercury in particular. Mosea here to cut off the rotations, gives away his position. GXX misses the shot, and rigoN will get themselves another round and get back on top.
rigoN were ready for that. They had a layer on upon a layer. So sinnopsyy, well, he needs to save. The money's looking pretty pitiful. Where to from here for Bad News Eagles?
Yeah, I mean, they don't really have enough to force. Or at least not to get a great buy through if they do.
Yeah, this is a pretty poor time to lose control of your economy a little bit.
That's the danger of the CT side, though, isn't it, right? It's making that comeback happen on the CT side. You can't afford to be making mistakes at really any time, but particularly when rigoN is now at 12. If they get this next round, because Bad News Eagles don't force, they get 13. If they do force, then they don't have money the next round. And you're starting to look at like maybe 14 for rigoN. I mean, this is very awkward. There's a lot of intricacies going on here for Bad News Eagles. That's why they've called the TAC timeout to discuss it.
Yeah.
So what is the option of choice? A little bit of an investment from Bad News Eagles, but definitely not all in. It's a half buy. But if you lose this, you're down 13-11. Money's still definitely a problem for Bad News Eagles at that point.
It's funny, though, because, you know, they won the first 6 rounds of this half. They were strong onto the comeback.
All it takes is 1 or 2, though, for the T side to break CT economy, and then it's a different story. One flat throw pushed forward into the Molotov and into Advent's gun. rigoN have turned over a new leaf, and they're hunting for 13.
This solo M4 on sinnopsyy that they're going to try and guard here, Bad News Eagles. I don't want that to fall. I kind of want this to go into the next round.
Good shot from GXX with a P250, but it's not enough to dislodge Mercury and Advent, who are rampaging their way into that B site.
There's nothing here for Bad News Eagles. They're not even really going to have an opportunity to get exits nor claim any weapons. What do? You're kind of locked out. You're going to go for it. rigoN tries his luck.
sinnopsyy's not getting out of here alive, I don't think. Jamyoung is definitely on the hunt and spots his man. So that will be 13 for Rare Atom. Now let's have a very serious look at this round. 2.9k loss bonus for BNE. They will fully invest, Jim.
Yeah.
Which means if Bad News Eagles lose here, 14 up for Rare Atom, BNE have about 3k, less than 3k, let's be real, to play with next round.
The utility is going to be a little bit light for them. That's the issue. So it's not going to allow them passage for aggressive plays with exit plans.
It's a hugely important round here for BNE.
Let alone the fact that they have no kit. So if it goes to post-plant scenario, they kind of have to be there when it goes down.
This is it. This is the round that Rare Atom needs. This is the one that sends them to tomorrow. And it also sends BNE packing. It's a long flight home for those lads. But they're not prepared to give it up just yet. Long control being established by Rare Atom early on in the round. Advent working his way through connector. Doesn't spot anyone out there either.
They've done well in these rounds where they've taken territory fast, Rare Atom. The Bad News Eagles, as I said, they're not in a situation where they can aggress. They don't have the utility. They don't have the fallback plan. They don't have options like that available to them.
We've got to be reactive rather than proactive. 40 seconds left in the round for Rare Atom to work. They start to make their way into the A bomb site. That is looking pretty nice though for one flat throw, one-way smoke. Mercury spotted. Advent hits the headshot. GXX misses again, and Jamyoung doesn't quite punish, but Rare Atom, they're not getting the entries onto the bomb site that they need. GXX steps up again, and there's 16 seconds for moseya. He finds moseya might be the hero for Rare Atom, looking for that final member. And GXX gives Bad News Eagles a lifeline. They breathe a sigh of relief. That would have been disaster.
Oh dear. What a round. The aggression from moseya though, the confidence after hitting those two, put in his place by GXX.
It's not over yet, Jim. Money's still bad for the CT side, and Rare Atom, they've got another buy. They're going to go fast and airy. Only a 1-for-1. Jamyoung's looking for more, but rigoN is here, and rigoN is no longer there. It's 3-on-3. Juan Flatro down to 22 HP. Has been traded by Kaze.
Rotation still a little bit off as well, so they will have the chance to get themselves the bomb plant.
Oh, moseya is in a good position here. Watching the wrong angle at the moment. Noise being made. Shots connecting. Rare Atom. They might be putting it over the line again. It's on to GXX, and he wants to save, but I'm not sure we're at that point in the game anymore, Jim.
Well, he could make something happen here, and he's going to try.
Been spotted. Tags Kaze down as well, but it doesn't matter. It's not the killing blow. He's running out of time. He doesn't have a defuse kit. Rare Atom will win the round, and BNE will save the AWP through to the next. But that is 14 for Rare Atom. And BNE, I'm sorry, but your money is not looking very good. This is maybe the direst of scenarios now for BNE.
Well, what pieces are there left to pick up? Now we are seeing the Bad News Eagles take their final tactical pause. And that's exactly what they're working out. What can we do in this round?
If you've got any words of wisdom as Devil Walk, you better be saying them now, but he's already sat down with 15 seconds left in the tac timeout, so maybe those words aren't going to be coming from him. What does BNE go towards? And will Rare Atom choke this one, Jim?
Couldn't agree more.
Round 27, though. Hanging very much in the balance for rigoN. But this is their chance. This is it. They did the hard job in the last round. Can they get it over the line here? Force it to 15 and then completely ruin BNE. They're taking a lot of map control quite quickly out there toward long.
Yeah, Bad News Eagles do not have the utility or the weaponry to try and contest this either, so...
Or boost.
Could this be the difference maker?
Oh, it could very well. GXX. He spots Advent. But rigoN might pick the pace up toward long as an answer to that. sinnopsyy, he's got that pop flash around. But rigoN, they're not stalling. Jamyoung, he does what Mercury could not. sinnopsyy, however, will shut him down and take back control of the A bomb site.
A lot of info. But he's ignored long, that flash. We'll give him a chance to clear it out, but they go 1 for 1. So, rigoN back into a holding pattern here. 45 seconds to play with.
Not sure 1 for 1 is enough there as rigoN. BNE have 2 members toward the A bomb site. Still, that is where rigoN is headed. Mosaic leading. Kaze carrying the bomb behind. Jump spot coming through. Maybe Mosaic has been seen. How do you cross this line? The orb is watching. Mosaic's gotten across, but rigoN is there to answer. And now it's just Kaze to try to clutch this out for rigoN.
And with 20 seconds left, I don't know how quickly he can get himself into this B site, but he's going to give it a good nudge.
He might just get in there in time. Oh, he's going to have to force the plant. Fakes it, catches sinnopsyy. Now, not enough. The nade finishes it off, and Bad News Eagles will survive again. These games are definitely delivering at ESL Challenger Melbourne.
Absolutely. The rebuy coming through now from rigoN. A very mobile setup, actually. 5 AKs.
This is the best buy that Bad News have had in the last few rounds, though, on the CT side.
Yeah.
So rigoN, I mean, they're doing it the hard way at this point. They've fumbled a couple of opportunities. And Bad News Eagles, they're back and ready to contest again with almost a full buy.
Definitely not a bag you want to fumble.
Nope. And it could be something that rigoN will be thinking about later on today. If they do end up losing this map and series, GXX.
Oh, no.
Can't be the difference maker this time. sinnopsyy has to get it done with the M4, but the smokes are flying through. U2 getting tossed in as well from rigoN, though they've called the cancel.
Yeah, trying to play with the rotation a little bit here. Can Mosaic open something up towards this B site? He's going to have an opportunity in a moment.
What timing is that smoke going to fade at? Mosaic looks aware that there is someone potentially peeking through the monster tunnel.
No overreaction from Bad News Eagles.
Not yet. rigoN going straight into the trap, though. There's 2 players watching this. The Molotov will prevent the trade onto sinnopsyy. So it looks a little better now for BNE. Jamyoung has got himself a frag. Still 1 member down on that B bomb site to get past, and it's rigoN, who has been stellar on this map so far. Headshot onto Jamyoung. rigoN, only 3 members to work their way in with. rigoN steps up alongside sinnopsyy, and 14-14 is now the scoreline. Bad News Eagles under pressure.
They've managed to hold it together. That is an absolute pressure cooker, isn't it?
What's the money looking like on the T side?
It's not looking
horrible.
Fantastic.
Oh, rigoN, they had it on a platter, and they've let it fall on the floor. They're saving. Advent's got a hero AK. Advent has the hero AK.
Let's just see how this shakes out.
It might not even be OT at this point. It might just be 16-14 BNE. They've done the hard work. They've got themselves back in the pole position.
And they've had to do it with their backs to the wall.
There's not even upgraded pistols, really, apart from Mosaic, so this is not a threatening looking round from rigoN. Advent will have to very much channel that clutch gene again. But he is not seeing much at all.
What will work in their favour is the fact that Bad News Eagles don't have a lot of utility. And there we go. That's not a good start.
AK's picked up by Kaze, though. And he is putting it to good use. So we're back to 4-on-4. This is why the hero AK does work on the T side. You can cycle it between members. My only concern is there's no armored players for Rare Atom anymore.
My thoughts exactly. Aim punch is real.
Kaze's going to have to hit the opener again. Headshots are all bust right now for Rare Atom, and they're going to bust out onto the A-bomb site. It looks too easy for BNE. sinnopsyy's got it all done. And sinnopsyy behind Mercury secures 15 for Bad News Eagles. And now best case scenario for Rare Atom. They'll be fighting in overtime.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
What's the sinnopsyy of the scenario?
Tag timeout for Rare Atom. As we know, Advent invested last round, so his money's not going to be great. But the rest will be able to buy.
They've got to make this work. Whatever comes out, they have to make it work. Looks like Kaze is going to be the centerpiece for this round. Jamyoung, I would suspect they'd put him in a winning position as well. So they're going to have something in this round. What they're going to lack is utility. They're going to have to pack a punch with an entry. And that hasn't necessarily been their biggest strength as we've run into the end of this match.
Well, util's actually not too bad there for Rare Atom. Advent on the Tech 9. Has been able to do a little bit of work actually with that gun. But BNE are trying to get aggressive. They're changing things up here, Jim. We've not seen them contesting Fountain and Playground a whole lot on this CT side.
Every time out of a tactical pause, they've gone aggressive. CT or T, doesn't matter.
Advent's down. Advent down early. Jamyoung nearly dies. Kaze falls with the bomb. Jamyoung saves the day for a moment, but this is looking awful for Rare Atom. Jamyoung and moZEA must salvage. And there you have Jamyoung again with an important frag. But he knows there's someone in Playground. He knows it's dangerous. It's over, surely. 16-14, and Bad News Eagles have done it.
They made it very, very difficult for Rare Atom in the closing stages there. They had the crowd. Bad News Eagles, they had to work for it, but they...